There's another story that's even bigger that I have to talk about that you're not going to read about, and it is about Obama's appointment of a man you never heard of, who people in San Francisco heard of a great deal. His name is Van Jones. Van Jones is an anti-police radical activist from the gutters of the Bay Area. Van Jones has made his name by videotaping police as they have done their job or try to do their job. Using video cameras, lawsuits, and protests, this character, Van Jones, has fought to prevent the police from protecting the citizens of the Bay Area against the scum and dregs of society. He has had policemen fired. He has ruined lives. And he's made us all more vulnerable to street gangs. And yet, strangely enough, or shall we say predictably enough, Barack Hussein Obama has appointed this character, this anti-police character, Van Jones, who you're not going to read about tomorrow, to be Obama's special advisor on green jobs. What you don't understand is that this is a very dangerous appointment. Why are there so many czars under Obama, number one, who bypass the normal appointment process, who are not grilled by senators or congressmen, who report only to Obama? The reason is it's a power grab. Now, I want to tell you something else that you have to know. The fact of the matter is that Obama may be getting ready to organize his own personal army, not of brown shirts, but of green shirts. And that is why he has given this street thug, Van Jones, in my opinion, a street thug, a man who has specialized in harassing the police themselves, this all-important job. If Obama should appoint thousands or more than thousands of people to the environmental green czar to work for him, and then he deputizes them and then gives them guns and then gives them federal powers over that of the local police, you will know that we are repeating history in the United States of America. You see, there was another man in another country who rose to power on an army of street thugs. And he had a friend named Ernst Röhm, who headed up an organization called the SA. The SA was a political army which protected the Nazi Party leadership. It battled political opponents and terrorized the German people who opposed Hitler. Ernst Röhm was an avowed socialist. He rejected capitalism. He pushed for the nationalization of German industry and the redistribution of wealth. It seems that the Obama appointees actually have almost the same exact policies as the Nazi Party did. What you don't know is that the environment in this case is being used by the Obama administration in an attempt to gain control of the U.S. population. The brown shirts, as I said, under Hitler, were used to intimidate Germans who opposed Hitler. My fear is that Obama will be using the green shirts, these street agitators, in order to control the police and the people. Now, you're not able to talk about this because you don't know who I'm talking about, because the vermin in the media are covering up this very dangerous situation that is going on right in front of your nose. I happen to love blues music. This is Stevie Ray Vaughan with Crossfire. I often play rock and roll and heavy metal. I rarely play blues, but here we are playing blues music because the country is crying, the sky is crying itself. We've elected a naked communist to power, in my humble opinion, who is aggrandizing power day by day, appointing street thugs day by day, criminals day by day, tax dodgers day by day, incompetent boobs day by day, and we're worried about Madoff and Schmadoff and this and that. All right, this is how it happens. Play it again for a minute. Maybe I'll just leave radio and become a singer. Last night, I got to tell you something. I stopped in a biker bar because I was walking by it. I was safer in the biker bar than I would have been in Bernie Madoff's country club, let me tell you that. Because there was a couple of guys. I mean, you ever hear kids from the Dixie region play blues? You want to hear music? You got to come to the South and listen to music. These kids, I never heard anybody play like this in 30, 40 years. I didn't know music was still alive. I mean, San Francisco is said to have a music scene. It has nothing. It's like a dead zone. I don't understand what's going on. Everybody in San Francisco pretends they're better than everybody and everything in the world. I haven't heard one band like this in my whole 30 years I lived in the Bay Area. I got to tell you, I mean, I walked by this place. I figured, all right, it's not my cup of tea. I wound up in there, the media lies about everything. Everything they lie about. Guys like Madoff, they tell you, he's a nice nice guy. Look, he's a nice guy. He's in a country club. Old Bernie and old Ruthie. And then every time they show a biker with tattoos, they turn him into a Nazi who's about to cut your throat. I don't know. I was safer in the biker bar listening to the Dixie guys playing the guitar and the drum and the this and the that than I would have been having a beer rather than having Chardonnay with Bernie Madoff as he tried to fleece me. That's the difference in reality. See, I try to live in the real world as opposed to the media world, as opposed to the movie world. Remember who makes the movies. The worst scum on the planet create the images that have polluted your mind. The worst vermin on the planet produce the pornography that is in your head. When I say pornography, I don't necessarily refer only to sexuality and sexual scenes. I'm talking about every image you see is a distortion. The cops are bad. The soldiers are bad. The church is bad. Gays are good. Everyone's good on earth except Americans and white people. And who produces it? White American vermin who hate America. And right now, they're running the country. They put their guy in, Barack Hussein Obama, who's appointing one lousy loser after another to one position of authority. And I am going crazy because I watch this in slow motion. It's like watching not a train wreck. I'm watching the Titanic go down. And I have to control myself every day. I am telling you, the appointment to this Green Czar position is the giveaway. Remember what Obama said about his own police force? Play it for the schmucks out there.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.
You didn't listen to me. People don't want to listen to me. You schmucks have your head in the sand. You think that because I'm a conservative, I don't know what I'm talking about. You think because I'm a conservative that I'm against everybody that's good. You people are idiots. You'd walk into a gas chamber believing you were right. You'd go into a gas chamber again, most of you. How do you think that Madoff's victims got suckered? They thought they were better than everybody. You want me to level with you? You want me to lay it on the line? Take a look at the victims of Madoff. They thought they were better than everybody. They thought they were smarter than everybody. They thought that they were superior to everybody. They thought that the world couldn't touch them. And God, in his own wisdom, got to them. Because God hates one thing more than anything on the planet. You know what God hates? Hubris. And let me tell you something. We're all capable of walking into that mind space called the hubristic world. We have to watch it. I have to watch it because I'm in the media. I have to watch it because I'm a talk show host. You got to make sure that you don't think you're better than the next guy. You got to control yourself. And when you don't, and you think that you're above the law, you're going to be kicked in the butt so hard and so fast you'll think that a donkey's kick in the face was something easy. If you think things are bad, you're right. And if you think they're not going to get worse, you're crazy.
Savage.